Hello, my amazing learners. Welcome to the English Fluency Teacher channel. Today I want to share something with you that will absolutely change the way you approach learning English. I want you to listen carefully because what I'm about to say could completely transform your journey from struggling to speaking confidently and fluently. Let me tell you something right now. English is not impossible. It's not as difficult as you think. Yes, you can speak English fluently. And I promise you, you can do it much faster than you imagine. I know that many of you feel nervous when it's time to speak. I know some of you hesitate. You get stuck, or worse, you don't even try because you're afraid of making mistakes. Maybe you've been learning English for years and still feel like you can't speak as well as you'd like. You know the words, you understand the grammar when you read, but when it's time to speak, your mind freezes. I understand you completely because I've been there. Learning a new language is not easy. I know how it feels to want to speak but not have the right words. I know the frustration when you hear people speak so fast and you can't understand them. But today, my friends, I want to tell you something that will ease your struggles. You don't have to struggle anymore. You don't have to feel stuck, afraid, or overwhelmed because today I'm going to teach you how to learn English in the easiest, most natural way. I want you to think of English as something you are going to live, rather than something you are going to simply study. English is not something that should be confined to grammar books, vocabulary lists, or classroom lectures. It should be something that you hear, think in, and speak every single day. You can do this. Step 1. Believe that English is easy. The first and most important thing is to change your mindset. If you believe that English is difficult, your brain will keep resisting it. But if you believe that English is easy, your brain will start to embrace it. Let me tell you something. Mistakes are part of the process. Do you remember when you learned to walk as a child? You fell down so many times. But did you stop trying? You kept going, and eventually walking became second nature. This is how learning English works. Don't focus on being perfect. Focus on practicing. If you are not making mistakes, you are not learning. I want you to say this with me. English is easy. I can speak English. I am learning every day. Say it out loud, repeat it, believe it, and you will start to notice a shift in how your brain processes English. Your confidence will begin to grow, and you will find yourself becoming more comfortable with the language. Changing your mindset is the first step, and it's a powerful one. Once you believe that English is easy, you'll start to see that the learning process itself becomes easier. Step 2. Surround yourself with English. Now that your mindset is aligned, let's dive into Step 2. Surround yourself with English every day. Many people believe that in order to speak fluently, you have to live in an English-speaking country. But that's a myth. You can create an English-speaking environment wherever you are. Let's break this down. You don't need to go to an English-speaking country. You don't need to be constantly surrounded by native speakers. And you don't even need to take expensive classes. You simply need to start incorporating English into your daily routine. Here's what you can do. Change your phone's language to English. Every time you check your phone, you'll be reading in English. Start thinking in English right now. You currently think in your native language and then translate it into English, which makes speaking slow and awkward. Instead, start thinking in English. Start with small thoughts like, I am getting up. I am brushing my teeth. I need to go to the supermarket. Before you know it, your brain will begin thinking in English without needing to translate. Talk to yourself in English. Yes, talk to yourself. Stand in front of a mirror and have simple conversations. Ask yourself questions and answer them aloud. This helps with both speaking and pronunciation. Label everything in your house in English. Write the English names of objects on small pieces of paper and stick them around your house. Every time you see something, say the word out loud. For example, this is a refrigerator. I keep food inside it. This is a book. I am reading this book today. These small changes in your environment will help immerse you in the language. Step 3. Stop worrying about grammar. Let's address one of the most common barriers to speaking, grammar. Many people believe they need to learn perfect grammar before they start speaking. That's a huge mistake. If you focus too much on grammar, you'll always be afraid of making mistakes. And if you are afraid of making mistakes, you will never speak confidently. Think about it. When children learn to speak their native language, they don't memorize grammar rules first. They listen, repeat, and eventually start forming sentences. That's exactly how you should learn. Forget about being perfect, focus on learning to speak first, and worry about perfect grammar later. Start with simple sentences like, I am eating. She is going to the market. They are playing football. These simple sentences will help you understand how English works, and before long, you'll find yourself using more complex structures naturally. The key is repetition. Keep saying these sentences until they become second nature. Step 4. Speak English in your daily life. Now that we've surrounded ourselves with English, it's time to speak it in your daily life. Every action you do can be described in English. The key is to make it natural and part of your routine. When you wake up, brush your teeth, make tea, go for a walk, or even meet friends. You can practice English throughout your day. Let me give you some examples. In the morning, say, Good morning, I feel great today. In the kitchen, I'm making tea. This tea smells wonderful. At the market, Excuse me, do you have fresh tomatoes? Or, how much is this? With friends, Hey, how's it going? Want to hang out today? Start having simple, everyday conversations. Don't worry if you make mistakes. Just keep speaking. Step 5. Boost your pronunciation and confidence. Here's one of the most powerful secrets to speaking English fluently. Listen and repeat. When you hear a new sentence, don't just understand it. Say it out loud. Copy the pronunciation. Copy the tone. This will help you sound more natural. Another tip is to speak slowly and clearly. Many people think speaking fast makes them sound fluent, but it often makes them hard to understand. Speak clearly and people will listen. Also, try recording your voice. Listen to how you sound and compare it to native speakers. This will help you identify areas for improvement. Do this consistently, and you'll notice an improvement in both your pronunciation and confidence. Step 6. Overcome fear and hesitation. Now, let's talk about fear. Fear is the biggest obstacle, but it's something you can overcome with practice. Try this. The 3-second rule. When you want to speak, give yourself 3 seconds. Don't overthink. Just speak. The more you do this, the more confident you'll become. Remember, mistakes are part of learning. Even native speakers make mistakes, so don't worry if you make them too. Step 7. Practice with real conversations. One of the fastest ways to become fluent is to practice with real people. Whether it's a language partner, tutor, or online speaking group, real conversations give you practical experience. Here's what you can do. Use language exchange apps to find a speaking partner. Join online English speaking clubs or discussion groups. Participate in live chats, group calls, or even practice with AI voice tools. The more you interact, the more confident you become. Real conversations push you to think quickly, listen actively, and respond naturally. Step 8. Learn with stories and context. Instead of memorizing random vocabulary lists, learn words through stories. When words are part of a story, they have meaning, emotion, and context, which makes them easier to remember and use. Here's how. Watch short English story videos. Read simple storybooks or graded readers. Listen to audiobooks and repeat aloud. After each story, retell it in your own words. This improves your memory, structure, and speaking fluency. Step 9. Use the shadowing technique. Shadowing is a powerful technique used by language learners worldwide. It means listening to a native speaker and repeating what they say immediately, like an echo. Here's how to do it. Choose a short video or podcast clip with subtitles. Play a sentence, pause, and repeat immediately. Focus on pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation. It helps you sound more like a native speaker and improves listening and speaking at the same time. Step 10. Build your daily English routine. Fluency doesn't come from one big effort. It comes from daily, consistent practice. Build a simple routine like this. 10 minutes listening, 10 minutes speaking, 10 minutes reading or shadowing, 5 minutes reviewing new vocabulary. That's less than 40 minutes a day. But if you're consistent, the results will be amazing. Step 11. Review and recycle. What you learn. Learning new words or grammar is only the beginning. To truly master them, you must review and reuse them regularly. Here's how. Make flashcards using apps like Anki or Quizlet. Write short stories or dialogues using new vocabulary. Use new expressions in your daily speaking or writing practice. Repetition creates mastery. Don't just learn it once. Recycle it often. Step 12. Think in English. One secret of fluent speakers is that they think in English, not in their native language. Train your brain with these tips. Describe what you're doing in your head in English, e.g., I'm washing the dishes now. Ask yourself simple questions and answer them in English. Visualize English conversations or replay past ones. The more you think in English, the faster you'll speak, with less hesitation and more confidence. Step 13. Use English in real life. Use your English to do real things. Order food in English. Leave English reviews online. Write comments on English YouTube videos or blogs. Give a short presentation or teach something simple in English. When you use English to solve real problems or interact with the world, it becomes part of your life, not just something you study. Step 14. Stay inspired with your why. Fluency is a long journey, and motivation can fade. So always remember your reason, your why. Ask yourself, why do I want to speak English fluently? What doors will it open? How will it change my life? Write your answers down. Revisit them when you feel tired. Your why will carry you through the hard days. Step 15. Never stop learning. Even fluent speakers continue to grow. English is a living language, and there's always more to explore. Here's how to keep learning fun. Watch stand-up comedy or documentaries. Learn English songs and sing along. Follow English-speaking influencers in your favorite topics. Travel and use your English with locals. Fluency isn't the end. It's just the beginning of a lifetime of connection, learning, and opportunity. Conclusion. So now you've got the 15 steps, the roadmap to transforming your English from basic to fluent, from shy to confident, from a skill you study to a tool you live with. But here's the truth. Most learners don't hear. Fluency isn't a destination. It's a mindset, a lifestyle. It's the willingness to grow, stumble, learn, and keep going no matter how long it takes. You see, fluency doesn't belong to the talented or the lucky or the young. It belongs to the consistent, the curious, the committed, the people who show up day after day, even when it's hard, even when progress feels slow, even when no one is watching. That's you. Or at least, it can be. If you want it bad enough, you don't need perfect grammar to speak. You don't need a native accent to be respected. And you don't need expensive classes to succeed. What you need is intention, action, and belief. You need to surround yourself with the language. Listen like a baby. Speak like a child. Learn like a warrior. Be okay with mistakes. They're not failures. They're the footsteps of fluency. One day, you'll look back and laugh at the time you hesitated to say a simple sentence. One day, you'll hear yourself speak and think, "Was that really me?" One day, someone will ask how you became so fluent, and you'll smile because you'll remember. It wasn't magic. It was daily effort. It was passion. It was you choosing over and over again not to quit. So take this journey seriously, but don't forget to enjoy it. Smile when you speak. Celebrate the small wins. Be proud of every new word, every sentence you build, every fear you conquer. English is not just a language. It's a passport to new people, new opportunities, new parts of yourself you haven't even discovered yet. And the best part? You're not alone. There are millions of learners like you, struggling, trying, dreaming, and growing. You're part of a global family. Keep going. Keep learning. Keep speaking. Because fluency is not just something you chase, it's something you build. And today, you've laid another brick. This is your time. Your voice matters. Your English journey is not just about language. It's about becoming the most confident, connected, courageous version of yourself. So go, speak, live, and never stop learning.